My name is William Gallagher. I am with Market Traders Institute. I am one of the senior market analysts here. I'm actually going to be doing something special here today. I'm going to show you how you can use technology. I'm going to show you how you can use our Ultimate Market Scanner to help you find and set up your next trading opportunities. But I'm also going to show you some trading strategies of how to trade around them as well. And now, I want to explain to everybody here before we get started, we are going to go into the live market here in just a second. I am going to pull this scanner up. I am going to show you some current trading opportunities. But the thing you want to know is that you should never trade money that you can't afford to lose. Shall always invest with proper equity management in mind. I'm actually going to go over that here today in today's webinar. There is no such thing as an undefeated season. You are going to take losses from time to time, but the key is to keep your profits high and to have minimal losses as you're going along. Now, we at Market Traders Institute, we do recommend you go through our entire education and you become start trading as an educated and knowledgeable trader. And once again, do not take anything I show you today as investment advice. We have been pretty successful in these investor inspiration webinars and showing actual successful trades, but once again, ultimately when it comes time for you to place a trade, that decision to make that trade is yours and yours alone. So a little bit about my background. I've been trading in these markets since about 1998, so I do have several years of experience in trading in these markets. I've also worked for several different financial companies and firms. The reason I talk about that is because it gives me an idea of what goes on behind the scenes in the financial world. One more thing I want to note before we jump into this is I'm also a student of Market Traders Institute. So a lot of these techniques, especially the technology I'm showing you here today, I actually have learned from Market Traders Institute. So a little about Market Traders Institute. We were founded in 1994. We've been around for about 22 years. Actually, just celebrated our 22nd anniversary in April. We had a nice 22nd anniversary event here in Orlando, Florida. This building you see on your screen right here, this is actually our building. I'm actually broadcasting out of that building here today. We just moved into our brand new training and trading facility here. It's about a 70,000 square facility. I'm actually just going to be showing you some of our technology here today, but the reason I want to talk about this is because you can actually come to our building. We do trade for we do teach Forex trading, and we also teach stock and options trading as well. We'll be going over a different one of those here today. But one of the things I want to point out here, some of you might recognize this logo down here in the bottom right-hand corner of our screen. We are getting some press. We're also featured in the most recent Inc. 5000 list of fastest-growing companies in the world. We're mentioned in the same breath as GoPro, Under Armour, Microsoft. Just name a few of the companies that listed in the letter we got here from Inc. magazine right here. So the reason we're on this is we're helping our students and our team getting results in this market. If you go to our Facebook page, you can see type of the results we are getting here in this market. So what it is before we get started, we are going to be going over stock and options, and we will be going over the Forex market. But what I want to do is, before we jump into this, I want to get an idea of everybody's trading experience here. If you are a stock and options trader, if you trade stocks in general, just type in stocks. If you are a Forex trader, type in Forex. If you trade both, type both in the Forex into the chat box. I want to get an idea of what everybody trades here, so I don't spend a lot of time explaining things if everybody already knows here. So it looks like I'm getting a lot of stock traders here, and a couple Forex traders as well. A couple of you are trading both as well, so great. So it looks like I don't have a lot of people that are knowledgeable on the Forex market. A lot of you guys are stock traders here. We will be going over both of them here today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everybody up to speed here before we pull up the scanner. Let me just give you a quick introduction to what the Forex market is. In the Forex market, we're trading currencies. We're trading the pound versus the dollar, dollar versus the yen, euro versus the Canadian dollar, and so on, in an attempt to figure out which one's going to gain in value against the other. Now, a little bit about the Forex market. It is the largest market. There's about $5 trillion that is traded daily in this market. The neat thing about the Forex market is that it is traded 24 hours a day, about 5.5 days a week. So that's the neat thing about the Forex market. You can trade it literally around the clock, Monday through Friday, just about. The neat thing about the Forex market is that it allows you to focus. There's only about 60 different currency pairs to trade in the Forex market. Because we have 20 years of experience in this market, we're going to show you which ones to pay the most attention to in this market as well. And that's the neat thing about this. The market scanner, especially in the stock market, it's going to help you narrow down looking for trading opportunities in that market as well. Now, a little bit about the Forex market. What we're doing in the Forex market is we're trying to capture what are called PIPs. PIP, PIP. It is an acronym, but it stands for price interest point. So basically, Cliff Notes version of how this works, just as there are 100 pennies in a US dollar. A penny, it represents 1/100th of a US dollar. If we were looking for a unit of measure smaller than a penny, it would be the equivalent to what is called a pip. There are, just as there are 100 pennies in a US dollar, there are 100 pips in a penny. So the Forex trader, we're looking at these last two digits beyond the cents here. You have the pennies, the cents right here. These are the pips right here. This is what we're looking to capture here in the market. And like I said, a pip, it represents 1/100th of a penny, just like a penny represents 1/100th of a dollar. Now, to get an idea of what those pips are worth in this market, there's three major different lot sizes that we trade in this market. We utilize the benefit of leverage. Your broker is going to provide you with leverage. It's allow you to place the trade and to capture the pips in this market. If you're trading with a micro lot trading account, that would be about a $20 investment from your trading account. Each pip would be worth about 10 cents. If you were to capture 100 pips in the Forex market with a micro lot account, you make about a $10 profit. Mini lot, it's about a $200 investment from your trading account. Each pip is then worth $1. 100 pips would be worth $100, and a standard lot, which is the standard by which most traders strive to achieve in this market, it's about a $2,000 investment from your trading account. Each pip is worth about $10. So if you captured 100 pips on your trade, you would make about $1,000 on that right there. So I know there's a little bit more to this here. Just want to kind of give everybody the Cliff Notes version, explain to you how this all works in the Forex market, because we're going to pull that up here as well. But I do know a lot of you are stock traders, so we will go in here. We'll focus on stocks first, and then we'll pull up the Forex market, and I'll show you how that works as well. But let me quickly explain to you here how we use technology to our benefit. The market scanner here, to help us quickly scan the markets, both stocks and the Forex, to help us find opportunities in the market. I'm going to show you some trading strategies of how to trade around them. So I know there's a lot of you out there, if you've been trading, sometimes you'll pull up your charts. You're probably wondering, well, where do I start? Like I said, there's at least 60 currency pairs in the Forex. There's over 40,000 different stocks to trade in the stock market. So if you're trying to sit down, trying to figure out which ones to trade, you might find an opportunity or two, but you might be missing out on a lot of opportunities that you may not have even thought about. So that's where our market scanner comes in. I'm going to pull this up and demonstrate this for you right now. The market scanner is going to help us quickly find opportunity in the market. And like I said, I'll show you some trading strategies of how we can trade around this. So for instance here, this right here, it's going to show you, and this is using the Forex market here. In this case here, it's the pound versus the US dollar. It's going to let us know what our entry is, our profit targets, our stop loss. It's going to provide all this for you. So I'm going to show you how to set this up on your charts, and then we'll show you how we can use some analysis over top of it to give us a higher probability of these trades taking place here. So for instance here, this is a trade that was placed in one of these investor inspiration webinars about a month ago. This was on Facebook, FB. The market scanner told us to short Facebook at 117.74. It told us our first profit target was 116.88, second profit target was 114.85. Our stop loss, our risk on this trade was 118.94. So here's what ended up happening here. There was our entry at 117.74. We hit profit target number 1 about 2 hours later. And then a couple hours later after that, we hit profit target number 2. So I know there's some of you in the webinar here today, you might be wondering, well, how do you make money in the markets when they're going down? Well, if you're trading this as a stock trader, you could short it. As you're trading with options, you use a put option. The same thing applies in the Forex market. You would short the market as well. We'll explain how that works here in just a second. So that was one of the trades we called in one of these investor inspiration webinars about a month ago. We also called in that same webinar on the pound Canadian dollar. It told us to short this at 1.8508. First profit target was 1.8327. Second profit target was 1.8075. So here's what happened on that trade. There was our entry. We hit profit target number 1, which was 182 pips. Depending on your trading account, if you're trading with a mini lot, that would have been about $182 in just a couple hours here. If you're trading with a standard lot, that would have been about $1,800. Profit target number 2, which is down here, was 438 pips. So this came right from the scanner. All we simply did was told us what the scanner told us to do, and we line up that trade, and these are the type of results we would have got from that here. So what I'm going to do is actually pull it up right now, show you a couple of the trades from some of the last investor inspiration webinars, actually go into the scanner here and show you some of the trades that we actually did trade, show you some current opportunities that are going on right now. So I'm going to go ahead. I have the market scanner pulled up on my screen. If everybody can go ahead, type in Y, type in yes when you do in fact see the scanner, so we can go ahead and get started here so I can show you exactly how this is working here. So Okay, great. So thank you for that. And I do apologize if I'm going a little bit fast here. It looks like we're still doing pretty good on time. Let's go ahead, let's jump in. Let's start talking about how we use the market scanner. Now, the market scanner, the neat thing about this, it's built right into our charting platform. So for those of you that might be a student of Market Traders Institute, it's built right into our charting platform. For those of you that are not a student, typically you would have to be a student to get access to this. I'm going to show you today how you can actually get this as a standalone technology tool here today. You can actually access it from a web browser. The neat thing about that is that if you have a mobile device, like a tablet or smartphone, if you use Google Chrome or a web browser, you can actually access it on a mobile device. But let me quickly explain to you how the market scanner works. It's for stocks, ETFs, futures, and the Forex. And I do believe for those of you that take the advantage of this here today, you will get the stock feed and you will get the Forex feed on it. It does provide a lot of market information here. Also, the neat thing about this is that, let's say that we're looking at a specific stock. Let's say Apple, AAPL. We can pull up here a lot of market information, recent quotes, recent trades. Those of you that trade options, I'm going to show you here how I can pull the options chain right from the market scanner as well. You can pull up charts, news, company financials, analyst information, earnings, and that sort of thing from this right here. So it does provide a lot of information. It's kind of like an all-in-one tool if you want to trade it like that. But let me just go ahead and show you how we can quickly use the tool here as a standalone tool, and then we'll go in and show you how you can analyze on top of it. The first thing we're going to do is when we do a scan is we're going to look for our time frame. Now, for simplicity's sake here, we'll just leave this as a daily signal. You can either be conservative or aggressive. This is going to determine how your stop loss is going to play out. I'll get into that here in just a little bit. You can choose to either do the whole stock market, or if there's certain indexes that you look at, you can trade that as well. And then you can also determine whether you want to be bullish or bearish on the long term or the short term. So we'll just leave it as is right now, and we just simply hit scan all. Now, here's what ends up happening here is that it comes back, and this is what it's telling us here. On this scan, just a very basic scan, we would be winning 5,166 of these trades that the scanner's calling. We'd be losing about 1,716, and about 2,200 we would want to stay out of. Now, one of the things I'll point out is, like I said, in the stock market, there's about 40,000 different stocks that you can watch and trade. This does narrow it down quite a bit. However, I'm sure everybody would agree that we're still looking at probably about 9,000, 10,000 stocks to be trading here. Some of them all have already hit their targets here. For instance, here on ECACU, Parker. Let's click on Parker Vision here. Let me show you what's happened here. This is a trade. Oops, let me go back here just a second. If you can see here on PRKR, it told us our entry was 715. So this is about last week, a couple days ago, the end of last week. It told us to enter long at $3.50. First profit target was $4.04. Second profit target was $5.83. Stop loss was at $4.04. Here's what has happened so far. We pull that up. And we look at this here. We entered at 350. It went up to 404, and it went up to 583. One of the things you might notice here is that moved our stop loss up right there to profit target number 1. So we've already locked that in. Worst case scenario is if the market turns against us, we locked in the profits from 350. So that's about 54 cents right there. Now, one of the things some of you might be mentioning or probably thinking right now, well, this is a kind of a penny stock here. You might not want to even be trading it as well. And also some of these have already hit their profit targets. What we're really looking for are what they call these pre-buy opportunities. These are opportunities that haven't entered into the market yet. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a quick scan here to show you how we can find these pre-buy opportunities. We can come in here and let's just set our minimum price maybe at $40. We can fine-tune this a little bit. Let's say our minimum volume at 1 million, and we'll hit scan all. That'll narrow this down a little bit more. It narrowed it down to 259 winning stocks, 45 losing, 25 flat. Once again, some of these have already hit their target, so we come back up here, and if we just simply want to find the pre-buy opportunities, we click pre-buy, just like that. And then what it does, it returns 14 different stocks that we can look at here. So we're looking at PFG, STI, CCK, EOG, and so on. Here's where equity management comes into play. If you were to look at these here, some of you might be thinking, well, do we just simply go ahead and take these trades? Let's take a look at this first one here, PFG. It's telling us that our pre-buy is to get in long at 44.51. Our first profit target is 46.37 here. So we're going after what? About $1, maybe a little less than $2 going after profit target number 1. It's telling us our stop loss is at 41.23. So in this trade right here, we'd be risking over $3 to go after 250 or something like that. Probably not the best equity management trade right there. We come down here to STI, similar situation. We're risking about 3 to go after maybe a little less than 3. It's a little less than 1-to-1. CCK, same thing. We're risking about $1. Going after $1, 1-to-1, probably not the best one. But let's take a look here at EOG. I've already looked at this one right here. EOG Resources, it's telling us our pre-buy to go long is at 84.32. Our risk on this trade is about $2. We're risking 2, but if you look at our first profit target right here, our first profit target is a $5 profit target. So we'd be looking at about a 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio. For some of you, that might sound pretty good. If we look at profit target number 2, we're going after $12. So it's about a 6-to-1 risk-reward ratio. So this one right here, EOG, looks pretty good. So here's what we can do. Let's take a look at it. And we'll set this here at our candles. So once again, it's telling us to buy into the market at 84.32. First profit target's at 89.41. Second profit target is at 97.25. And our stop loss, this is on the daily, is right there at 82.13. Once again, you could simply use this as a standalone tool, go into your broker's platform, place the trade, and you're good to go. However, let me show you here some trading strategies of how we can trade around this and make this, see if we get a little bit of a confirmation here doing some trading around this. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up here. I've actually set this up for time's sake here. Here we go. I've already taken the information. Everybody can see right here. It's telling us to go in long at 84.32. Our first profit target is 89.41. Second profit target is 97.25. And our stop loss, just to confirm it for everybody here, is at 82.13. So we've taken the information, we've put this onto our charts here. And one of the things I'll explain to everybody is then what you can do is you can come in here, do some analysis on top of it here. What I've done, for those of you wondering what this is, these are what are called Fibonacci's. I'm sure there's probably a lot of you in the room that have used Fibonacci's before. We actually have tools here. We have our special tool that helps to make this very easy to understand. We color coordinate our Fibonacci's. For those of you wondering what we're looking at right here, we have what's called an A to B boundary. And in between that A and B boundary, we're looking for a high probability of a pullback. What has happened in between that A and B boundary is that EOG did in fact pull back right here. It pulled back to a red retracement level. So the neat thing, to give you kind of a Cliff Notes version, kind of how Fibonacci's work, they're going to help us determine where the market is going based on where it's been. Each one of these Fibonacci levels, below this level right here, these are hidden levels of support. Above this level are hidden levels of resistance. So we're going to be looking for, based on where the market has pulled back and find a level of support, we're going to be looking for it to come up, and we'll exit our position right there. So based on what we're seeing right here, you can see here EOG a pullback at a red retracement level, and you can see right there our profit target number 2 almost lines up exactly with what our Fibonacci's are telling us here. So a little bit of a Fibonacci confirmation right there. For those that use Fibonacci's or use some analysis on this, you can see how it kind of corresponds just like that. And you can also do some other things. You can use your stochastics, use other things to determine where the market's going on this here. The other thing I'd be looking for on this trade is I would come in here and I'd be looking for what's called a counter trend line break. So what I'd be looking on this trade is I'd be looking for it to pull back. In fact, let me change the color of this. Just like it's doing right here, and then eventually when it breaks this counter trend line, there's our entry, and then like I said, we got a profit target number 1. It's a 2-to-1 risk ratio. So what this means is that we're going after about $5, risking 2 on this trade. Profit target number 2 is a 6-to-1. We're going after almost $13. We're risking 2. So once again, this would be considered a pretty decent trade. I would think this would be a pretty decent trade on this one here. So let's see. We're looking at pretty good time right here. I just showed you an example here for stocks. In fact, what I want to do is let me show you some of the more recent ones. In one of the last Investor Inspiration webinars, some of the trades I actually showed here. Let's see here. I showed HCP. This is a trade here that the market scanner called. This was at the end of June. Actually, it was right here. There was our entry right here. There's our entry, profit target number 1, profit target number 2. We use Fibonacci's on this. It came up to hit our D extension right there, and it keeps going up. So what would happen here is we can keep locking in our profits as it's going up, with our stop loss as it's going up here. So yeah, we could probably still be profitable on this. If we entered there, and right now we'd be up about 37 I'm sorry, about $3.35 on this one. So not too bad on that one. Let me show you another trade here that happened. Target. We called this one using the scanner. Once again, there was our entry at 69.54. There was profit target number 1, profit target number 2. We hit our D extension with our Fibonacci's, and it's still going up. So not too bad on this one. If you're still in this trade, you're up about $4.12 on that one here. So a couple of recent trades, stock trades we've called using the scanner. Now, like I said, the scanner can also be used for the Forex market here. Let's go ahead, let me minimize some of these here. Now, for those of you, if you are an options trader, like I said, we do teach options trading as well. One of the neat things about this, if we were looking to trade EOG here as an options trader, we can come in here, we can pull up the options chain, find all that information right here from the market scanner as well. You can come in here, and like I said, we teach how to find the proper option on this as well. I'm not going to go in that here today, but just for those of you that are options traders, you can access that information right here as well. Now, if we have some time, I'll come back in here. I'll ask for some ticker symbols. We'll do a search, because we can actually come in here if there are specific stocks that you like to trade. We'll come back in here and we'll see if we can do a quick search here for those of you. It seems a lot of you are stock traders. We'll come back in here and we'll see what's going on with that. But let's first see here. Let's go back in here to the Forex market now. For my Forex traders, let me show you here how we can trade this in the Forex market as well. So if we come in here, we can do the exact same thing here with the Forex market. We can come in here and we can select our time frame. Now in this case here, let's do a little bit different here. Let's select a 4-hour time frame, the 240-minute signal. Once again, we can go conservative on this. For the Forex market, if there's a certain currency that you like to trade, you can do basket trading right from this, or once again, we'll just do the whole Forex market. And same thing here with the stocks. We can either be bullish or bearish on the long term and the short term as well. And once again, we simply hit scan all, and we're doing a scan here, and this is what comes back. We're coming back here. This trade here was on, actually this trade, I guess, was today. The euro Australian dollar told us to get in at 1.4684. We haven't hit our profit targets, but we're up about 45 pips on that one here. Yesterday, US dollar Canadian dollar, we've gotten in at 1.2976. We're about 71 pips on this one. The dollar yen, July 11th, we would have gotten in at 101. We've hit both of our profit targets on this one. In fact, let me show you what's going on this one right here. Yeah, so we would have gotten in here at 101.256. We've hit profit target number 1, profit target number 2. It's moved our stop loss up to 105.32. So we've already locked in all that profit to that point right there. So, but what I do is, like I said, what we're looking for are these pre-buy opportunities. So what we have here is on the US dollar, Swiss franc, we have a pre-buy opportunity. So let's go ahead, let's click on that one, and we'll show you how we can set this one up here as a potential trade opportunity. So one of the things here you'll notice on the US dollar Swiss franc is that we have a little bit of convergence here on the 60-minute time frame. The 120, the 240, 480, and weekly all are giving us an upward bullish indicators right here. So we're looking pretty good on this one. It's telling us that our pre-buys at 0.9879. First profit target's all the way up here at 1.0197. Second profit target's 1.0253. And our stop loss on this one on the 240 is at 0.98089. So let's go ahead, let's set this one up. And once again, I've already come in here. There we go. So here it is right here. Our entry long, it's telling us to buy at 0.9879. First profit target right here is at 1.0197. Second profit target 1.0253. Our stop loss right here is at 0.9808. So on this trade right here, we are risking about 72 pips. We're going after 318. So the thing for those of you out there, I think a 4-to-1 risk ratio, that's pretty good. I'd probably be looking at taking this trade when it does in fact trigger that. We're risking 72, going after 318, 4-to-1 risk ratio for profit target number 1. This one's actually profit target number 2. And we're going after 376. That's about a 5-to-1 risk ratio just like that. Now if you look at here with our Fibonacci's, we have our A to B, we pull back, we have a very shallow red retracement right there. In fact, let me show everybody what's going on here. Right there, so it's a very shallow, almost came back to the 0.382. So if we're looking at this with our Fibonacci's, and this is another way you can trade this here. We'd be looking at, if we wanted to, oops, let me delete that. If you don't want to, if you're feeling more confident at getting out at your D extension right there, which I would probably think that was something I might consider on this one as well, you'd still be going after about 250 pips. So what could happen here, once again, we're looking at hidden levels of support and resistance. What could happen is that the market could break that, go up, come up to our D extension, might pull back, but if you get out at your D extension, you could lock in some profits there. Might come up here just like that, and just like that. So that's another way of trading it, just like that. So what I'm going to do is, before we come in here, it looks like we have a couple more minutes. Let me show you some of the more recent trades on how this was done, and then we'll come back in here and I'll show you. We'll do a quick search here to find some ticker symbols, see if we can find anything that is going on here. So let's see some of the recent trades here. This is one. I think this was in the last. I know this is one that's also being set up for today. This is on the daily time frame. I didn't want to show this one here because a lot of you probably don't trade on a daily time frame. This is another decent trade right here. But the neat thing about this one is that, yeah, you're risking about 260 pips going after 463. You're kind of risking a little bit. It's a 2-to-1 risk ratio. Some of you, that might be more than what you want to risk. Here's what you can do. You can take this. This is a daily time frame. If you like to trade on a 1-hour time frame or maybe a smaller time frame, take this information, and then you have your long-term targets right here. The market scanner saying, hey, we're looking at a daily time frame, we're going after 463. If you want to break this down to maybe meet your risk management, maybe on a smaller time frame, take this information, put it on the smaller time frame, and then you have your long-term targets set up just like that here. Now let me see if I can just pull up a couple other ones here. All I'll do is actually show you here some of these also recent trades here. Once again, for stocks, we called this one here. This was in the I think at the beginning of July here. There was our entry, profit target number 1, profit target number 2. We hit our D extension. We had a new set of Fibonacci's, A, B, C, just like that. There's our second D extension right there. So once again, the scanner calls this trade. It keeps going just like that. You can keep trading it using your fibs if you'd like to do that as well. Let me show you another one here. This was the pound Swiss franc. Right here, we called this trade, this was about a month ago. There was our entry, profit target number 1, profit target number 2. Now, what happened is that a new set of Fibonacci's lined up. A, B, didn't really get a shallow pullback here, very shallow pullback, but it did come up here and hit that D extension as well. That would have been 531 pips on that one. Let me see if I can show you one more. I think I showed you that one here. So we have about 2 more minutes left before I have to go ahead and show you, for those of you. Let me show you this one as well. This one here. Actually, here's what we're going to do. I know some of you are probably saying, well, William, you're showing us a lot of wins here. Let me show you. Let me see if I can find that here. I thought that we did have one loss. Maybe was it this one here? No, it wasn't this one here. Maybe it was on my other charts. Hold on one second here. Let me see here. Okay, this one right here. This one here, we called this one at the end of June, the investor inspiration at the end of June. There was our entry. Here's what happened. We were bought into the market right there. The market rallied up about 150 pips. U-turned, took us out. We hit our stop loss. So the neat thing about this, a couple different scenarios that could have happened here, is if you had traded this, I'm sure many of you probably be happy capturing 150 pips off of this one. What may have happened on this one is our stop loss may have gotten locked in, so we may have been brought up to break even on this one. But the worst case scenario is, for those of you wondering, well, what happened here, we may have lost 77 pips. The neat thing about this, though, is you can see it eventually did, in fact, come up here and did, in fact, hit profit target number 1 and profit target number 2. So, yeah, sometimes the trades don't always plan out the way we want them to, but in this case here, if you would have got in there, you still could have captured maybe some pips on the way up before it made that U-turn just like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pull the market scanner up. I'm going to switch this back over to stocks. So it looks like a lot of you are stock traders here. If you all want to go ahead, I'm going to reset my scanner, set this back over to stocks. Go ahead, type in some ticker symbols. Type in some ticker symbols. We'll see if anything comes up here as far as a current opportunity. I'll go ahead and we'll type that in here. So, okay, so Ron says Facebook. Let's go ahead, Facebook here. We got Facebook here. I got Amazon. Thank you for that, Steve. Amazon. GDX, thank you for that, Sarah. GDX. We got Apple, AAPL. Thank you for that, Robert. JCI, thank you for that, Marco. David says GE. What do we got here? We got Walmart. Thank you for that, Austin. And Google's another good one as well. And Tesla and CMG. Gee, actually, let's see here. There we go. And oh yeah, so actually yeah, Jabari says you might want to reset your time frame. We'll do this on the 240. We'll go ahead. We'll do this on the 240, just like that here. So come in here. So on the 240, we don't have any current opportunities. The biggest one here is Chipotle, but we got here Google hit both of its profit targets. GE. So who said GE? That was David. Walmart. Whoever said Walmart hits profit target. Let me see. We'll go ahead, like Jabari said. We'll do this on the daily signal as well. Let's go back to the daily signal and see if we can find any opportunities here. Okay, so Chipotle, CMG. Who said that one? Andre. So it's telling us to buy at 410. Profit target number 2 is at 423. Profit target number 2 is 448, and then where stop loss is at 395. So we're risking about 15 on this trade, going after 13. That would just come down to whether this meets your risk-reward ratio. In fact, what we'll do is let's come back in here and let's pull all of them up. Let's see if we have anything going on here. It's still set for pre-buy, so let me see if I can get out of that. It's not going to let me do that here. So yeah, so it looks like so Chipotle, we got one here. If you had seen some of those other ones here, there's some other opportunities just like that. So once again, I don't have a lot of time to go over all this here, but the neat thing about this is that with the market scanner, we do go in, and that those of you that are going to get this in your hands here today, you want to take this for a test drive. Once again, it is web-based. If you're not a student of Market Traders Institute, you can access this from a web browser. And like I said, then the other neat thing about this is that if you have a mobile device, Google Chrome, Firefox, you can access this. I have a 10-inch tablet that sometimes I'll pull this up on. I can use this mobily. The other thing about this is that we are going to go in. You are going to get tutorials on here. I kind of gave you a very basic Cliff Notes version of kind of how this works. For those of you that do take a test drive here today, you will get some instructional videos on how to work this here, how to work it with these different videos, and there's a bunch of different frequently asked questions. We also provide you with our customer service email and our 800 number. For those of you that are interested in taking advantage of this, we can go in and you can answer any questions. But a lot of the questions can be answered right here on the back end of this right here. So what I'm going to do is, for those of you that are interested in taking advantage of this here today, the neat thing about this is that the market scanner, it does give you those pre-buy and pre-sell conditions to help you plan your trades. You also can determine what your predetermined risk-reward ratio is. If the scanner calls a trade, it doesn't meet your risk tolerance, you don't have to take it. But if you find some of those trades that I showed you here today that might meet your risk tolerance, then you can go ahead and you decide whether it meets your guidelines or not. You can also customize your time frames. Whether you're more of a short-term trader or a long-term trader, you can go and customize that. And there's also watch lists here. So the neat thing about this is that if there are certain stocks that you like to watch, certain currency pairs that you like to watch, you can set up a watch list that you can simply do a scan based on those watch lists as well here. So the neat thing about what we're going to provide you with here today is that you will get the Ultimate Market Scanner scanning software, help you find those trading opportunities. We're going to give you those quick start training videos so you can find how to get up to speed very quickly using the scanner. We also will provide you with over $2,000 worth of Forex boosting free bonuses here. We'll go over that here a little bit here. And as long as you are a member of the scanner here, you use the trial here, you will get lifetime support from us. The neat thing about this here today is we're actually going to give you 14 days to take the scanner for a test drive risk-free. So the neat thing about this is that you can start today, take the next 2 weeks, take it for a test drive, see how it works. If it works out great, go ahead, keep it. We have a nice little special for you here today. If it doesn't work out, you simply return it within the 14 days. Let us know you want to return it. You'll get a free refund of every penny you invest into it here today. So for those of you wondering, I got a couple of you asking, well, how much is it? Like I said, normally you would have to be a student of Market Traders Institute to get this in your hands. Like I said, it is part of our charting platform. We are doing a new trial subscription here to people that are not students of Market Traders Institute. Normally, if you were a student, it costs you about $299 a month to get the subscription to the scanner. Here's what we're doing here today. As part of Investor Inspiration, we're actually going to do something very special. For your first 30 days, we're going to do it for $99 as a trial for the first 30 days. What we're also going to do is we're going to lock you in. If you choose to go beyond those 30 days, we'll lock you in, and we're also going to it'll only charge you $199 a month thereafter. There is no long-term contracts. It is on a month-to-month basis. If you choose to go with this here today, you're locked in at the $99 for the first 30 days. If you choose to go beyond it, it's only $199 a month past that. Now, here's the neat thing about this. it is a risk-free opportunity here today. You're actually going to get to take it for a test drive for 14 days here today. So for those of you that are ready to get started, I see, I'm going to go ahead and send the link out to everybody. What you're going to do is you're going to click on that link, you fill out your information, you register for this here. I'm going to go over the details on that here in just a second, but that is our special here for Investor Inspiration here today. We're going to lock you in at $99 for the first month. The first 2 weeks are risk-free. If you choose to go beyond those first 30 days, it's once again, it's on a month-to-month basis. We're going to save you $100 a month after that if you're going forward here. So our promise to you is that you go ahead and take the test drive, take the market scanner for a test drive. And yeah, some of you are asking if you have to be a student. No, you don't have to be a student here today. This is for everybody. Like I said, you can access this from a web browser. What you're going to do is you're going to click on that link that I sent out to everybody. I'll show you here in just a second how you can register for this. You will get an email after you register confirming that you are registered. I do believe you'll then get another email that's going to send you out your login information. I'll show you how you can log in and access this as well. So what our promise to you today is that it's risk-free for the first 2 weeks. 14 days, take it for a test drive. If you don't find the value in the scanner, you know what? Just simply let us know that you want to return it. We'll give you that $99 back as long as you let us know within those 14 days that you just simply want to go ahead and return. So it's a risk-free. Even if you do find the value in it, just simply let us know you want to return it. So if anything, take it for a two-week test drive. You find the value, continue for the full month, and then we'll lock you in with the Investor Inspiration Special. If you choose to return it, then once again, within those first 30 days, all you've done is you've only used the $99 special as we're going on here. So what I want to do is, for those of you wondering how we get special here today, let's go ahead. Let me pull it up here. Just a second here. I still got a couple more minutes. Let me walk you through that link I just sent out. I'm going to send it out here once again to everybody here in the room. If anybody's having trouble with the link, we can send it out to you privately. There we go. Just sent that link out. Once again, click on the link. It'll take you to this page right here. It's going to go over everything I just showed you here today. Once again, your introductory rate, it's $99 for the first month. You'll be billed $199 each month thereafter. It's not a contract. It's on a month-to-month basis. I want to point that out to everybody here. You'll get everything I showed you here today. You'll get the Ultimate Market Scanner. That's Quick Start Training Guide. I'll pull that back up here in just a second. You'll get about $2,000 worth of Forex profit boosting bonuses. And as long as you are a member of this trial, you're going to get lifetime support. So what you simply do is you enter your billing information, your payment information, you place your order. You'll probably receive an email shortly within the couple minutes after that, letting you know that you are in fact registered, and then you'll get your login information to the back-end portal here. And you also get the login information for the market scanner as well. So the neat thing about this is that, like I said, you'll get a login here to the back end right here. The back-end information right here. You'll get access to, in fact, those of you that might want to write this down and do a quick screenshot, this is our customer service email, and there is our 800 number right there. You'll get access to all this, so if you have any questions as you're going along, simply pick up the phone, give us a phone call, or send us an email. You'll get access to these videos. These are tutorials here on how to go through the videos. You also get some of these tutorial videos as well. And like I said, we have these frequently asked questions here. You can go through this here. A lot of these here just like that. So what we do is a couple of you asked some questions here. Some of you are saying you haven't received the email. I'm going to send that. Yeah, if you haven't received here, yeah. So let me answer Lucas's question right here. Let me pull that up here for you here for Lucas here. Let me pull this up. Here's how the special is going to work. The first 14 days, you will make that pay. You will go ahead. You'll enter your payment information. You are not locked in with the payment until you decide whether you want to keep this past those 14 days. So what you do is you enter your payment information. If you choose to go beyond the first 14 days, then you will be charged the $99. If you choose not to go beyond those 14 days, you've risked nothing here. You simply go ahead. In fact, let me go ahead. For those of you wondering how simple is it to cancel this, let me pull that back up here. If you want to cancel this here, you come in here to my account, cancel my membership, and just like that. Now, if you have any other questions here, if you want to call in and cancel it, there's our email, there's our 800 number. So yeah, so all you're simply doing here today, my friends, is you're taking it for a 2-week test drive here. We're simply entering that payment information if you decide you want to go past the 2 weeks. If you, in fact, that's one thing I want to point out. I really probably shouldn't be saying this. If you take this for a 2-week test drive and you decide that you don't find the value in this, as long as you cancel within those 14 weeks, you won't be paying anything. Even if you do find the value in this within those 14 days, you still can cancel it if you want. So if you've been interested in taking this for a trial period and you're not a student of Market Traders Institute, we're going to allow you to take it for a test drive just like that here. Now, if you choose to go beyond those 14 days, you will be charged those $99 for the first 30 days. So the first 30 for the first 30 days, it's going to be $99. We'll save you $200 for the first 30 days. If you choose to go beyond it, we're going to save you $200 each there. So that's our investor inspiration special. Hopefully that clarified things here. Yeah, a couple of you are asking about that link. Let me go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. If you're not seeing the link here, I'm going to send that out. If not, type this link in right here. It's a bit.ly link right here. I'm going to send that out to everybody here. So I have about another minute. If anybody has any questions here, let me go ahead. Let me send this out to everybody here. If you want that link, send it out to me right now. Let me see here. So Jabari says, does the first 30 days start after the 14-day trial? No, the 14 days are part of the first 30 days here. So what you're going to do is when you register here today, you'll get to take it for that 14-day test drive. We're going to give you 2 weeks risk-free to take it for a test drive, and then if you choose to go beyond those 14 days, then that is part of your first month. Hopefully that's going to explain to everybody here. So what I want everybody to do is focus on the first 14 days. Take it for that 2-week test drive. See if this is even for you. Like I said, yes, are you saying, yeah, that seems fair? And a lot of you are saying, yeah, it sounds like a good deal. Yeah, take it for the 2-week test drive and then see if you want to go past the first 2 weeks or take it beyond that here. It's up to you. We're going to allow you to take it for that 2-week test drive. You don't have to be a student here just like that here. So a couple of you are saying that the link isn't working here. Andrew, let me send that out to you as well. Yeah, I have about another 2 or 3 minutes here. If you're having trouble with the link, go ahead and send this out to me here. I'm trying to answer some of your questions right here. If anybody wants me to send that link to you personally here, I think, okay, Tony, let me send that out to you as well. I'm trying to go through here. Probably what I'm going to have everybody do, if you want the link, go ahead and put your, let's see here. Yeah, the 2 weeks starts today. Cecil's asking, does the 2 weeks start today? Yeah, it would literally, let me quickly explain to you what's going to happen here. Let's go ahead here. When you go ahead and you enter your information, you enter your billing information, your payment information, you place your order, you're probably going to receive an email letting you know that you are confirmed, you have registered for this trial. Then you'll probably within half an hour, maybe within an hour, maybe not even that, you will get the email information to log into the back end here. All this information I'm showing you here, the tutorial video. So you will get access to this actually today, probably if not instantly, within the next hour. You'll get access to the market scanner. If you are a student of Market Traders Institute, the market scanner is under services. You'll be able to access the market scanner right here. In fact, let me pull that up and show you how this actually works. You'll enter here your username, your password that you will be given. You'll be able to log in. Now, for those of you that are not students of Market Traders Institute, like I said, this is web-based here, so you'll be able to access. This is in Internet Explorer. If you're using the new one, what's the new one? Edge, Firefox, Chrome. You can access on a desktop computer, or if you have a tablet or a smartphone, some mobile device, you can access how I do it. I access on it just like that here. So what I'm going to do is, it looks like I have about 1 more minute here. I am going to stick around here. I'm going to stick around for a little bit, for about another minute or so after the webinar here. But I'm going to go ahead and pull this up one last time. This is our Investor Inspiration Special here. Once again, 45 minutes. It's kind of hard to really get into a lot of the details. That's why we provide you with the tutorials. You'll also get access to our customer service as well. But for anybody that did not get the link here, for future, Marco's asking about futures. You won't get access. You can use this for futures, Marco. You won't get access to the futures feed on this, unfortunately. We're going to provide you with the feed for the stock and Forex. What I would suggest you do, hold on 1 second here. For those of you like Marco, if you're interested in the futures, what I suggest you do, maybe write down our email address here or 800 number. Give us a phone call, Marco. They might be able to answer that question as far as getting the futures feed for that here. Mark is saying, I'm a student of Market Traders Institute. Mark, yeah, I've actually gone through this education. I get this as well as part of my education here as well. So what I'm going to do is I've run out of time. Anybody else that wants this information here, there's the link. If you want to type your email in, or if you're having trouble with the link, let me know. I'll send the link out to you. I'll email it to you personally. But I unfortunately run out of time, my friends. If you found the value in this, it's at least worth taking it for that 14-day trial here. You've seen the results. I can keep going back here. I showed you some of the results we've done here in just these last couple of investor inspirations. I kind of showed you 2 live trades here today. See how those turn out over the next 14 days and see if this is for you. So on that note, my friends, thank you everybody here. Thank you, Investor Inspiration information here for bringing us here. On that note, thank you, and those of you taking advantage, I see a lot of you here. Yeah, thank you for that, Stephen. James, I see you said you've been able to log in for this as well. Yeah, if anybody, if you want me to send you the link personally, type your email address in. I'll send that out to you right now in an email so you can access it. So on that note, I've run out of time. Thank you, everybody. Back to you, Investor Inspiration.